Hello everybody and welcome back to the RC crew. And if you're new, here on the channel we do RCs and miniature. So lately, if you've seen some of our videos, I've had a lot on my mind. Oh man, not again! Oh, as you see, we have a new thing that's currently on my mind. And what it is in the next season we are gonna build a city. So I have to construct a lot of different houses and a lot of different stuff for next season. Today we're gonna show you how we made the first shed here that you can see in the pictures. And we're gonna come with an explanation why we are building the sheds and all those things. So you have a lot to look forward to. Let's get into it. First of all, I need to take this apart. And the reason why I like using clementine boxes is that they have a type of plywood that actually is pretty precisely 1 to 14 in thickness. And that way I don't have to go out and buy a lot of different material just to make it into something different. I have some child labor here, so so we're able to get more work done, more or less.
Or any work done at all.
Yeah, hardly working or something like that.
And hi guys.
Yeah. He's just making the bases now for the roof and for the siding. And yeah, I'm gonna take this apart now. Primo!
Primo!
Isn't that a kind of stereotyping?
It is.
Cut! Even though it seems like a weird idea that we are putting all the time in getting extra wood, I really like that we, first of all, trying to keep the cost down and making a bit of an effort ourselves buying cheap alternatives. The other thing is I'm a bit against buying a lot of things just to cut them up for a small hobby project. So this is a cheap and really nice alternative. And I know that clementine boxes are pretty much seasonal, but what we've done is that we took a hold of a food bank that receives a lot of clementines in wintertime, and we actually asked them to put all the boxes aside for us so we can dismantle them when we get them, and then we have a lot of plywood sheets for the next year. So I really think that's a really good idea.
Yeah, and I guess you can also ask your friends or your parents or family if they have clementine boxes that they are gonna eat anyway, or not the boxes, we're gonna eat the clementines.
I think it's a bit too dry, but yeah, close enough.
But then you can ask them to save like the boxes at least,
yeah.
and you can use that.
So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna take the icicle sticks and I'm gonna start gluing them on the base here. And I'm gonna start with one long, and then the next layer I'm gonna start with a short, so I get some structures in the wood here.
And I need to put some texture on the roof. Right now it's just a piece of wood, which is probably fine as well. And to do that we found this material on an auction, and it really has a nice roofy black texture. So I'm gonna cut that into pieces and then glue it onto the roof, so we get something that actually looks like a roof. So now I just started on putting on the roof texture, and what I need to do is to layer it, and the roof is gonna go down this way, so I want to layer it like this, and then it'll just continue layering until we have a really nice and beautiful roof.
Oh, it's so pretty! I'm just gonna stop the wall for a second, or at least the video. So if you're interested in how we actually built the shed on site in the gold mine, you can find this episode up here right now. And yeah, just a quick disclaimer. To be a part of the RC crew, you don't have to be crazy to be here. but it helps a lot. Really, really. Purdy, purdy, purdy.
Purdy, purdy.
You're like a little kid that tries to put something really deliberate in a bucket. So when when you're right there where you want to be, you're just jumping in.
That's the only way to do it.
I know it's not completely done yet, but you can get the general idea. So I just removed the excess glue, and normally I just put a bit of varnish on this, or lacquer. And I have bought something on a spray can, so I just put a bit of varnish on it here, and that's pretty much good enough. If you look at the model, I've used a wooden beam here to try to hide the icicle sticks, and it actually works pretty nicely. So a really cheap and efficient way of doing this.
I'm also done soon. The only thing I really need to do is to put some glue under here so the roof will stick. And then it's pretty much done. Hooray!
Hooray! Normally I would use super glue for gluing those together, but find out which material actually binds the best when you do it at home, if you do it at home. And remember, again, we are non-trained, non-professionals, so be careful. So the only thing the Yes-Man needs now is to put a bit of weight on where the glue is, so it can sit and harden.
And if you do this, then you'll get this result. It's pretty neat. And it's really cheap, and it's pretty easy to do. If I can do it, then anyone can do it, I promise you.
It's true. Yeah, and then the only thing, you can see how we attached large pieces of plywood together with small pieces here. So the only thing we made here is putting icicle sticks on the side as well to make a bit of a siding. So currently on the screen you can see why we needed a shed to begin with. So we had a lot of wires and hoses that come out of the ground, and we didn't think it was that pretty. So we decided to make the shed to hide all those things. For you that's watching the video still, we have a special treat for you. Because we not only made the roof and the shed, but we actually took the time to make foundations as well. And we're gonna show you real short how we managed to make a foundation for the shed. And it's, again, really easy and really affordable. So a quick introduction of how we actually made our foundation. So we took and drew it up on a board here. We used glue to glue the wood on top of the board so the concrete stays within the form and doesn't go all over the place. So we make a kind of watertight seal, concrete tight seal. That's how foundations are made. Yay, I'm in a frame. In the pictures right now, you can see from our gold mine that we actually have a big white box in the middle of our claim, and that's not what we want. We want to make sure that when you see our episodes, you're gonna get really into the gold mine and not gonna get thrown off by a big white box in the middle of something, or cables that running all through the mine or something like that. So we're gonna make that in another episode where we're gonna construct a house from that white box and how we do it, and windows and all kinds of things. I think it's gonna be a really cool one.
Yeah, I think so as well. And of course there will also be a lot of other cool projects in the future, but look forward for this. And as you said, there will be windows and doors, and who doesn't like windows and doors? It's perfect. But thank you for letting me join. That was really fun to try as well. I'm usually a part of the mine and not so much a part of this, but now I tried this as well.
He's a slave.
I'm a slave master of him, so...
Oh no. You fooled me again?
Yeah, every time.
But anyways.
See you in the next one.
Thank you so much for watching.
And have a brilliant day.